need your help for a sec. This is weird. Why is there not? Jesus, Ted, you look terrible. Okay, audio now? Okay, unmute your...
There we go.
All right. You look terrible. What, you have a bad day?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine. I think it's the light in the background, Larry.
Maybe. That's okay.
This room isn't the greatest room for video. First of all, it looks like Barney was murdered in here. All over. Is that Faye?
That is Faye running around in the background. She does have clothes on at least now, so
that's good. Hi, Faye. That was quick, Faye. Oh.
I'll be right back. I could have her pin this thing on me, so I don't.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, your nose. All right, let's see if this works here.
Well, that looks good.
I need to put it further away because otherwise it makes me look like I'm too big or chop off my head there. Yeah, it really needed to be higher, but that'll work. We'll make that work. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right there.
It should be.
Okay, well, it didn't fit in the other thing.
Yeah, I know. It should be like higher up here. Otherwise, I'd chop the top of my head off. So what are you up to tonight?
Not much. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do or not do for dinner.
Oh, you haven't had dinner yet?
No, and I don't feel like cooking tonight. I just don't.
You must. I mean, you cook a lot, so you must have leftovers.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what I've got for leftovers today. I think I brought my leftovers to the office. If you saw, I had made potato soup recently. Hey, hang on a second, Larry.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
What do you need?
I'm all right. What's going on?
Like an inch higher?
Sure.
No, it's fine. I sent you a link to a company called Gigaparts. And they have what you'll see 2 meters and 70 centimeter antennas, antennas there. They're Comet brand, which are very good. Comet, and there's another company called Diamond. I think they're made in the same place. But Comet is what Gigaparts has on there. They're free shipping. And you'll see,
It's another brand. Generic brand.
well, 2 meters and 70 centimeters would work for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
You could buy just a 70 centimeter antenna if you want, which is what 575 is on. That UHF radio is 70 centimeters.
That's here or not?
But a 2 meter and 70 centimeters antenna
Just
will
lay down.
cover 2 meters and 70 centimeters. So if you decided at some point you wanted a
No,
ham,
make it dimmer, but leave it on
you have
as
the
with the
antenna
night
to
light.
work on it. So I would look at those antennas I sent you a link to and determine which height works for you.
Now, why do I have two pictures? I still haven't.
Or should I wave the white flag like this?
I can't see it from here. Why not?
You can't see it from over here? Your friends can.
You're silly. So what did it do? Zoom in on me?
His sleeves are wet. Hurt. You have enough light there.
Yeah. Move all sign percent. Break on will close automatically. 30 minutes. Can't set a time. You're what? Okay. Untitled chat open. Speaker view, full screen. Just the main room.
Larry, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem,
I
no
think Donna
problem.
wants to figure out dinner. I'll be right back. She got
Yeah.
the same thought process as me. Eat. Donna?
April 17th. How long is that?
Larry, she wants burritos. I'll be right back.
Happy travels.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Want one, Larry?
No, that's right. We had Alfredo. I had
Bueno Isano.
we had Alfredo, broccoli Alfredo left over from yesterday, and Faye.
Oh, I made that about a week ago. I posted a recipe for that, and I had that as leftovers for lunch today. I sauteed broccoli and threw it on.
Yeah, no, I love it with the broccoli. Yeah, we went to Olive Garden, had takeout yesterday.
Do you have chicken on it?
Sometimes I do. Hey there, Charlie. Sometimes I do. Yesterday I wasn't in the mood for chicken, so it by itself.
You just got the broccoli.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back. Hi, Charlie.
Gotta unmute yourself, Charlie.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Yeah,
Charlie.
trying
Charlie,
to
I
get
got my
the-
7300.
Yeah?
I love it.
Oh, I love it.
Work-
That's one of my
great.
favorite radios.
It's great.
I don't know if you can see, I got another toy.
Oh, you got the $5.99 Labs. Very nice.
I'll be back.
And
Yeah,
you have a
Unbelievable
705.
reception. I'm sorry?
You got a 705 and one of those?
Yeah.
You're out of control.
Uh-huh. Very, very. My project box, I'm gonna make a this will go in the project box and the 705 will stay in the backpack.
Cool.
Yep. So,
Have you played with the radio at all? How do you like it?
I hooked up my my super antenna
Yeah.
that worked the other day, and I was listening. I hadn't even tuned the antenna properly on 20 meters,
Yeah.
and I was picking up Ireland, Florida, Georgia, all over the
Nice.
place, nice and clear,
Nice. Very
unbelievable. But I hadn't tuned it, so I couldn't try transmitting. Yeah,
Cool.
so I can't wait to get a tuned antenna on here and see how it does.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do
Yeah.
show and tell with new toys. You know, instead of not just kits you built, but toys you got that you've acquired in the last couple of months. You know, new radios.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. How you doing?
We're good. We're just doing our thing, you know, and not really much. Well, just-
Yeah.
Every time I think I'm going to get on the radio, I end up working instead. At least 3 days this week.
Yeah.
I said, oh, maybe I get like a 4-hour window. I can get on the radio. The phone ended up ringing, and that never happened.
Yeah.
But it's better than the alternative, you know.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, a good friend of mine over in Avon is in lockdown or isolation because his wife was exposed this
Oh.
week to someone with the COVID.
Oh,
Yeah. So, yeah.
that's why I have some friends of mine down in Florida just told me, or clients of mine told me they just had their COVID shots. They're just retirees. They're both in their 70s, and
Yeah.
you know, and my sister got hers. She's down in Georgia, South Georgia, or she's about to get hers. Her boyfriend works for a hospital in Jacksonville, so he was on the first level, and she works for a school system, so she's on the third level down there to
Yep.
get hers. So slowly they're making the rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually they'll get to us everyday people.
Yeah, I'll be on the third wave because of my age and complications with my health. But yep.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, I hit 66 this year, or 67. I hit 66 in December, but I'll be 67 this year, and previous major heart attack, and so yeah, I'll get it.
Oh yeah, well, you know, it's you got a few years on me, but have you actually retired at your age, or you're still
Yeah.
working? Hey there, Marcel.
No, I'm because of the medical issues I had last year and the year before, I've got some bills, so I'm still working full time. And as soon as I pay the bills off, I might consider retiring.
Well, you got something to keep you busy.
Hey, Marcel.
Hey, how are you guys?
Tons of stuff.
Hey there,
Good. How are
Marcel.
you?
Good, good.
Where are you? Are you at your camp?
I'm in my cellar.
Oh, your cellar, because it doesn't look like the normal picture. Usually your shack is behind you.
Yeah, well, this is outside the shack. This is the wall outside the shack. It's my dad's 9/11 flag and our fire helmets and whatnot.
Cool. And did you just grow a mustache or something? It's like, wait, I saw you a few days ago. I don't remember that, but
I got rid of a goatee.
oh, all right. Something I knew something looked different.
Yeah, I was trimming everything this morning and I just said, oh, the heck with it. I took the beard part off.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I better go tell Ann. So I went, she starts laughing. She goes, I liked it better with the goatee. So I guess more of my face that's hidden, the better it is. So I'll be growing it back.
I took my beard and I floofed it out this morning, so I looked like an Amish person. I went and said hi to Faye when she was working. Her eyes got real big. She said, "That's not going to stay that way, is it?" I combed it back down. Oh, goodness.
I used to work for Joe Friedman, scrap metal,
Yep.
1980 to 1985. And we did some business with a couple of gentlemen out of, they weren't in Manhattan, might have been Brooklyn. They were international brokers, but they had a small yard and they were, is it Hasidic Jews?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Ultra religious.
Oh my gosh, I have never seen such beards as this. And, you know, they were most impressive looking, very, very nice guys too. We went out for dinner and I had a wonderful time. I wish I could remember their names. They were
Who's
roughly
got the
my
dog?
age.
Who's got the dog? Oh, wait, that's gotta be Ted's house. I muted him. Hey there,
Okay.
Al. And John. Another John. Bob just popped in too. That's good.
I
So,
just
Marcel,
got thrown. I saw the kid.
I created 2 breakout rooms. I don't know what to, I just called them chat 1 and membership. I didn't know if you wanted to go into one and see if, or I don't know. I mean, we were talking about doing this, but I forgot what we were going to put in them.
Yeah.
Anybody can click on the breakout room and pop themselves in there.
So I don't see the breakout rooms.
You don't?
Oh, down at the bottom. Okay, there it is.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I can assign people to them, or people can join by themselves, or they can stay where we are. I don't know. It's we were talking about it, but we never actually got a subject for tonight for one of the rooms.
Yep.
Who's that? Somebody flushing their toilet? Who is
It's my
that?
brain.
Hey there, John. Got to re-aim your camera. We can see from the nose down. There you go. Is that Stanley Park in the back? Oh, you got to unmute. There you go. Is that
Did I
Stanley
just-
Park in the back?
Yes, that's Stanley Park.
I haven't been there in a while, but
I forgot I even had a background up there. Apparently it remembers the last time whatever I was doing.
yeah, if I put a background up, I sort of meld into it, like a ghost between like I don't know how to describe it. Between years, like I'm like a time traveler moving in and out. It looks really weird. So
Apparently it works out pretty well with this camera. I've got one of these little Logitech. I think it's a C900. It's a 720p. It's not the super high.
yeah,
I bought it a couple of years ago because I'm just using a Mac Mini, so there's no internal camera. I mean, it seems to work fine. It's actually plugged into a USB hub, which usually you're not supposed to do that, but
Video's fine.
yeah, no, it looks good. The clarity is good. It looks like a 2 meg camera.
yeah, I mean, my preview looks halfway decent, and I have a couple small lights here. I don't know, nothing too fancy, but I mean, got other cameras I could plug in, but this is the easiest one to just grab and run.
Yeah, no, it looks fine. It looks good. Hi there, Al. Al, we got John coming in there.
I don't want John bringing us any snow.
Let's see here. I haven't figured out when I make this, I tell it to admit all, but it still asks me to let everybody in, which is annoying. I have to keep checking that.
Gosh.
Oh, there you go. You're on. That's
Sugarloaf.
Sunderland there. That's
Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf. Right.
Looking down the Connecticut River from the south side of Sugarloaf, where the observatory is up there. I think
Yeah.
I got three.
Oh, there goes another.
I loaded 3 pictures in here. I forgot all about it. I just found the menu. Okay, I got Stanley Park. I got a sunset. Yeah, I got Sugarloaf.
I like the Sugarloaf one the best.
Yeah. Well, that's the news. I think TV22 was using it up until recently.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's a nice picture. I've been up there, and you can look down on the corn maze to the left, to the east, and Mike's.
Yeah, that's like Sunderland area.
Yeah.
Sunderland would be if you went that way, a little more. This is kind of looking due south toward. Actually, Mount Tom would be right.
Right behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, Mount Tom is like right over there.
No, you got it backwards. Oh well, you're facing the other direction.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This is inverted. It's inverted left to right. Okay. Yeah, Mount Tom is actually over there and Sunderland is over that way.
That a view from Sugarloaf?
Yes, that's the view from Sugarloaf.
Okay.
And
Hey,
what's
I got
the
a
door
question
that-
for you guys who do CW. I've been relearning it. I've got probably 10 or 12 letters down and a couple numbers.
Yeah.
And I've been practicing sending along with, copying with when the software is playing it, but I'm using a straight key. And I'm wondering, what's the best thing for a beginner? Is it a single paddle or
No, you want a iambic. You want two paddle.
you think, yeah? Why is that?
It'll take you about 2 or 3 days to get used to it, and then you'll love it. Absolutely love it.
Any other opinions?
Well, I'm starting the process and I have two different things and I don't know, I mean, I'm leaning towards one. The CW Ops, they do the paddles from what I see on the website. But then the Long Island CW Club,
Straight key.
their
yeah.
classes, they recommend starting with a straight key and then you move into the paddles. So I don't know. I have two straight keys, so that's what I'm actually three if I count the one in my oscillator. So that's what I'm gonna start with, and then I'll move to the paddles. Because I think I've just noted that I can do a key with my left hand too. So that might be a nice thing to do. You know, I'm a right-handed person, so I'm able to use my left hand too.
I would be lost trying with my left hand.
Yeah, Marcel.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is John, N1JIE.
yeah.
I just picked this up off of eBay, which is a Nye SpeedX with a
Oscillator.
Oscillator.
Yeah, an
oscillator.
oscillator.
Sorry, it's late. I've already had a martini. And I picked this up off on eBay, but I will agree with Larry. I picked this up. This is a bencher.
Yeah, sure.
I picked this up at the last Mount Tom Hamfest, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. And I got about 2/3 of the way through the alphabet and the numbers, and then COVID hit and life got crazy and I dropped off. So I'm going to be learning back again, but I'm going to learn with the straight key.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep both because eventually the paddle's what I want to use. And I'm doing it, I'm learning it so that I'm sending left-handed so I can write right-handed.
Yeah, I see.
Everybody starts off with those, John.
This,
So-
this,
That's what I've been using, an old SpeedX key. I actually had that back when I got my license. I used to use it on my Tech 544. But I find that it's very difficult to get the spacing correct. Okay,
and,
yeah.
and that's why you want to practice with it, because everything I've heard with the straight key is the whole thing is the spacing. And that's the hard thing to learn. With the paddle, it's easy, you know.
Yeah.
It does it for you.
Oh, most certainly.
But-
Yeah, I know how to drive a stick shift and I know how to drive automatic. So I think both things, you know, I'm viewing it as the same thing, that if I learn with both, if I'm in a situation that I don't have a straight key, so I should be able to use it.
Precisely.
I watched
This
a
is the
video
stick
actually.
This is the
Yeah.
stick shift. You're right.
Yeah, I watched a video on YouTube of some of the people that I subscribe to, and I don't remember which one it was. And he was interviewing one of the founder of the Long Island CW Club.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, okay, they were actually the two of them. They were saying, okay, they start people with the key. And then they said, well, when you get really, really good, 20 or more, then it's difficult, or maybe it was somebody else that I watched. It's really difficult to use the key. So they recommend at that point that you definitely swap to the paddle.
That's a
know
nice
both
one,
of
Larry.
them.
It's
Good evening, guys. My name is Buddy.
Hey,
And
buddy,
I
welcome
know,
aboard.
I know Rich and Howard. They're both two good guys. I've met them personally. We know each other. And there's the W2LCW group. And they start you from knowing zero. And they're so good at it. And they're regular good guys. Good guys.
Rich came in and talked to us about the year, let's see, October, maybe last year or the year before. I think it was 2 years ago. On CW and the Long Island CW group. Yeah, my pal, that's a Bengali Stradivarius. Paul's got one, Carol's got one. If you like CW, you get serious with CW. It's a serious paddle. It's sweet and soft and fast and smooth. It's there's a guy down in Georgia named Bob Allendorf. He collects paddles, and if you want to see a collection, friend him on Facebook and take a look at his collections. They're pretty amazing. Oops, what's going on here?
This is Ann. I just wanted to let you know that I belong to Long Island CW Club, and there's like 72 classes a week that go on. And they do start out with straight key if you choose to. Nobody says anything to you if you choose to use paddles. Also, we have a very large YL contingent in that club, and there's 2 classes a week with just YLs that make that fun. Also, there's an international group that meets for tea twice a week. That's kind of fun too. So I've taken 5 classes through CW Academy and the Long Island CW classes, and I think they're both great organizations. So whichever one you choose, however you want to do it, certainly contact me and I'll support you in your journey.
No, thank you. I've been using the Learn CW Online web class, LCWO, and I'm having pretty good success with that. But when I get stuck, I'll probably be looking for something else. Well, we got a good group here, Larry.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. That's well, CW is fun, and I've got a guy I was talking to via email, and we're going to probably do a side class on CW, and he's going to do a talk on CW Academy or something. I think it's K1BG, if I remember right. So just working with him and working in class, and that'll be a non-meeting separate time for people who want to do CW and learn more about CW and see another point of view about learning CW. So that's in the works, and hopefully we'll get that running in the next couple of weeks, or maybe.
Howard's big thing is once you get the call, all the rest is fluff, Howard says. And it's so true.
Well, if you contest, you need the call, you need the report, you know, and the rest is not much. But if you want to rag chew, you need to be able to copy.
Right.
Now, Paul's a longtime CW guy. Show a picture of your latest key, Paul. I showed the Strad. Show a picture of your signature. You gotta unmute yourself.
It's upstairs, Larry. I have to go.
Oh, all right.
I'm not in the shack. I'm in my dining room. No CW in the dining room allowed.
Yeah, that would probably raise a few eyebrows here too.
Yeah, more potatoes, please.
Green keystrokes.
I was learning using an app called Morse Mentor when I was working at it, and I'm going to go back to that. It seemed to work me pretty good. I got up through lesson 26, 27 before life crashed, and so I'll be going back with that. I know several people all of a sudden are looking into CW.
Well, I told Larry 2 years ago at Winter Field Day that I was going to do it, and I started last December, and I was making pretty good progress, and that's when I got the pneumonia, and just for 3 weeks I was pretty much flat on my back, and just let everything go.
Yeah,
But
they say it, LICW says if you don't practice your 15 minutes a day until you're really comfortable, as soon as you miss a couple days, you drop right back.
yeah,
Hey, John.
Just like dieting.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Looks like short sleeve weather out there.
Huh?
Looks like short sleeve weather out there.
Oh, my background?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from that's up in Goshen area a month or two ago when they had snow. I'm driving my oil truck.
Yeah, you're wearing this T-shirt there, and you got that snow in the background. That's short sleeve weather. I'll tell you.
Well, that's what I wear. I wear short. I put a coat on now, but yeah, it's it was nice up there this morning. I was up in Cummington at 9 o'clock. It was about 20 degrees.
Mm.
Nice rutted dirt roads with a little bit of sand on them and ice ruts.
Do they have snow up there?
They've got a couple inches, but it's mostly ice. It's which gets sketchy when you weigh 34,000 pounds.
Just a little.
But it's fun too.
The LICW club, what they do is before COVID, of course, but they had once a month, they'd go to the diner, and then they'd all get together at a park and set up, and they'd try and separate the cars the best they could. And then they'd play for a couple, 3-5 hours and wrap it up. And it was once a month. It was a lot of fun. Get to meet the guys too.
yeah. Gary, the beard is getting long.
Got unmute, Gary.
You're muted.
Not anymore. Yeah, I'm noticing that it has a dent. It's dented.
Yeah.
From the mask.
Oh.
I've had mine down to about here.
Wow.
Hey, he's
How long
going.
did it take you to do that, John?
Year and a half.
He's going for that Santa Claus look.
Yeah, mine was more ZZ Top when I did mine. I used to braid it when I'd ride my motorcycle because otherwise it'd flip up in my face.
Oh yeah.
Wrap it around your neck as a scarf.
Hey, you should go on
Where's
each
Santa?
side.
I just saw Santa.
Hey, Ted.
Hey, Harold, how are you?
Hi, Gary.
Logan.
Oh, good evening, guys from Southeastern Mass.
That's right, Don. Welcome aboard. It's been a while since we've had you join us.
Yeah, this is my post-COVID get out of the house. Oh wait, I'm still in the house. Literally post-COVID, I've been at home 2 weeks with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
How you feeling?
Better. Last week was really, really rough. But this week's gotten a little bit better each day.
Good. Well, so keep fighting it.
Takes a while.
Oh,
My wife's still battling with it.
It's mostly the tiredness now.
Yep. And my wife complains about the like you said, the tiredness and the brain fog. And she's still having some breathing problems too, minor, but there.
Our next door neighbor has been on a ventilator at Bay State since the week after Thanksgiving.
Oh my.
They're doing the ECMO machine on him, taking the blood out of the lungs and perfusing him. He's 41, 42 years old. He's in rough shape.
Jesus.
Terrible.
Hey there, Eric. How are things in Florida?
Warm.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Hey, there he is.
Happy New Year.
So where are you at the Villages in Florida there? And that's what, Fort Lauderdale?
I'm south of the Villages by about 20 miles in a town called Bushnell. It's
Gee,
kind
you
of in
miss out having John O'Brien as one of your neighbors then if you're out in the Villages.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Rock 102 DJ Baxton O'Brien. John O'Brien lives down in the Villages in the off season.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my
I
dad's been there
listen
for
to, listen to him
7 years.
bitch about it all the time. He was talking about, a couple months ago, he was talking about riding around in a golf cart, drunk,
Yeah.
hit one of the crossing gates and broke it.
Yeah.
Good old senior living.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we got so many people. We're officially off my screen.
Yeah, we're on 2 screens now.
Hey, there's Warren. Hi, Warren.
Hey, Ted, how are you?
Good, nice to see you guys. Meet Warren. He's a new member.
Yeah, we already introduced him, Ted. Where have
I'm-
you been?
I'm
Oh, wait, that's
sorry.
right. You were out getting burritos.
I was out getting burritos.
What kind of burritos? Where'd you get them?
Spinach and garlic from Bueno Isano.
Spinach, what spinach?
Spinach and garlic.
That's just not right.
Well, hey, it is
Healthy.
it is if you're not eating a lot of meat.
I like dogs, whiskey, cigars, and maybe 3 people. I'm not worried about spinach and garlic, but yeah, go for it.
It was good. They're good.
Well, it's good that he's in the room by himself, not with us.
I love these pictures.
Which
Hey,
picture?
guys, I know you see my name up there as Warren, but if you call me Warren, I know I'm in deep trouble.
Buddy.
Friends call me Bud.
All right, so we'll
You can actually rename your screen and then you can put Buddy up there.
yeah, I fixed it for you, bud.
All right. There we go. Great. Thanks. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate
Ah,
it.
you're welcome. I'm going around changing everybody's name, or those that I know, I should say. I don't know who the gentleman is from the Litchfield Hills Camera Club, but he can tell us his name.
Oh, I've got my wrong ID on. Hi, everybody. I'm Pete W1RM.
Oh, all right, Pete. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Pete.
Nice
Hi.
to see
Hi,
everybody. I just joined the club. You guys seem to be really interesting and involved in a lot of different activities. And I don't have a local radio club around here anymore. So as long as the Zoom meetings continue, I'm happy to attend and will enjoy it.
Cool. Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you. I'm in Burlington, Connecticut, so it's a little bit of a haul up to where you guys are.
Nice area, though.
Yeah.
Hey, all you Zoom guys, is there a way to get both screens between 2 monitors?
I've got
Like,
3
you know-
monitors. I haven't figured it out yet, but
Yes.
Yeah. It's either 1 or 2.
No, you can do, I believe, I know I have done it. I cannot think about it now, but I have done it. There's a way. I'll answer you at some point.
Okay.
Vanessa, I can't see you.
Yeah, I don't like to be on video, so I said hi, was on video briefly, and then I turn off my camera.
Well, you can go, if you go into, click the little up arrow next to video, then scroll through, it says maximum participants displayed per screen in gallery view, and I just changed it from 25 to 49. And that should cover everybody. It makes everybody postage stamp size, but it works.
So say that again, go to
Go,
view.
click the up arrow next to video and go
Yeah.
to video settings, and then scroll down to the bottom menu and click on 49 participants. It's right above the advanced.
Oh, perfect.
And that compresses everybody down quite a bit.
You want to use your 8-inch laptop on that, though.
Or
We're all
your
better,
phone.
better looking if you're using like an 9-inch screen, I can tell you.
That gives real meaning to the word thumbnails.
Wait a minute, I'm checking it out now.
Hey, Jim, welcome aboard.
Hey, Larry, I hate to say you can't come visit me at the campground this coming season, but you're more than welcome to come up to my new place in Maine.
Where are you going in Maine?
Town of Strong, Maine. I'm moving my camper up there on a private property.
Strong Maine. Oh.
Yeah, Strong, Maine. About 4.5 hours up, and
oh, yeah.
Yeah, but come on up if you want. Room for your camper.
Yeah, AA1HF stays at West of Mackey Springs in Scarborough. Says there's a big ham community in the campground.
Nice. This is private property, so I do what I want.
Cool.
And bring an ATV access right from the property.
Well, I don't have an ATV, but never know. Never know.
Vanessa, are you the lady who said she wanted to learn CW this year?
Yes.
Aha, did you get my email about CW Academy?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have the CW Academy and I have the Long Island Club, so I'm researching both. At this point, I'm leaning toward the Long Island because they start with a straight key, and from the website I saw that the CW Academy starts. Well, I might be wrong, but the website seems to imply that they use paddles, and I
Yeah.
would like to start with a straight key first.
Well, you can, that's between you and and your advisor, how you start, but
Thank you.
the CW Academy has graduated more than 1,000 new CW operators over the years, and is generally rated very highly. So sign up for it and get into it. They'll help.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All righty, and I'm looking here. Where was it? I saw Alan. What's your call, Alan? You got to unmute yourself.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes, you are.
Okay. It's KC1 OCT. Sorry.
Oh, brand new
That's right.
ham. Welcome
Yeah.
aboard.
Yeah, I was supposed to change that. And I also requested a vanity, which is KB4GOJ that I had when I was younger, much, much younger.
Cool.
I don't even remember that.
Now,
But right now, yeah.
Well, welcome aboard. Where are you from?
I'm from Miami, so I was saying yes to the gentleman from Fort Lauderdale.
But where are you now, though?
Oh, I'm in Greenfield.
Oh, all right.
I'm in Greenfield. Oh yeah, it does have my call sign on.
I just put it in there for you.
Oh, well, thank you for taking. Hey, if you could do that, you could help me with this, with my crazy project. I'm about ready to kill.
I would go to RT Systems and buy their programming package for the radio.
Well, it's not that. It's not the programming at all. I actually have two. I have a 7800 and then I bought the 9800. And what I wanted to do is not learn another set of programming skills for another radio set. It's really, I got both of them. And I bought the one for 10 meters and I bought an antenna for the truck with 10 meters on it because I'd like to try. But my problem is I can program my 7800 just fine. If I pull the plug out of the back programming cord and plug it into the new 9800, I get a COM error. And I've touched nothing. And they said it should work from one radio to the other. But for some reason, it refused. It sees it. It goes to try, but then it says comes up with a COM error. So I'm about ready to format my hard drive and start like from scratch again.
Drop me an email, w1ast@arrl.net, and I'll help you offline.
W1AST?
Yeah, at arrl.net.
Okay.
And I'll help you offline.
Hello.
Okay, we're gonna go just a few more minutes and we'll get started with you, Harold. We got a whole bunch of people that are joining last minute, so I'm just gonna hold it open for a little bit longer before we get started here. But hey, Dave, welcome aboard. It's been a while. You gotta unmute yourself there, dude. Let's see here. Somebody's got a little feedback on.
Dave, how you doing?
Hi, Dave.
And welcome aboard, Vivian. I know you're studying for your class. That's good. I think you're studying for your license. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Alan, what's your call? AB1XW?
Oh, mine
Yeah,
Kilo Charlie one.
AB1XW.
Oh, I'm sorry, different Alan.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we've got multiples of everybody here.
Right. Yeah, AB1XW. That's me.
Ah, he's got a radio voice. Alan's got a radio voice.
Thank you. What do you know?
Whoa!
And I'm a radio operator. I'm a podcaster too, but that's more recent.
Wow, you're put me to sleep there.
All right, just hang tight, and we're gonna get started in just another moment here. We're up to 40 people tonight. That's great. Wow.
Wow.
Big crowd. First of the year. Happy New Year to everybody. I think we'll get rolling. I'll watch that list. I'd like to, just like I always do with all the meetings, whether we're in person or meeting online like this through Zoom, I'd like to ask everybody to turn the phone ringers off on their phones, or turn their phones off, turn off the TVs and background music, put yipping and barking dogs in another room. Hint, Ted.
He doesn't want to leave.
Okay. Just to keep it so that when we have our guest speaker going, we don't have interruptions. I'd like to remind everybody about the 10-meter net Monday nights at 7 p.m. on 28375. Marcel A1WH, who runs as W1NY, is net control. We've been having a variety of different subjects and conversations, and it's always a lot of fun. It's always very interesting. And also that's Monday night, 7 p.m. local on 28375. We've got starting on Thursday the 14th, which is coming up this coming Thursday, we're restarting the new ham net. We've got Gary KC1JZR is going to be net control. It's going to be running on the W1BR repeater. It's 146.715, 7 p.m. on Thursday night. That repeater's got a PL of 100. If you know of anybody that got their license in the last 5 years and might be a little mic shy, or just wants to converse or learn about things as a new ham, this is a safe place to be. You can ask questions, you can do whatever you want. It's open to HCRA members also, and we're just trying to keep it as a safe place for new hams to get over their mic shyness, ask questions, cover lots of different subjects and topics. And again, that's Thursday nights starting the 14th, 7 p.m. on 146.715. And all.
It's going to be a fill-free zone?
Yes, it is. Yes. And we'll keep that between you and I, what that means. We've got some great meetings coming up. I'm just going to go over them briefly. We've got coming up next month. We've got somebody's got that. We've got fox hunting techniques and gear from the Connecticut Fox Hunters group. I've got 4 guys coming up that hunt with different gear, different ways, and they're going to talk to us about what they use. They're all going to talk for 10 to 15 minutes, and it should be a lot of fun. And I know most of them at least, and some use tech, some use SDR, some are old-fashioned. Everybody's got a different way of doing things, and it should be really interesting. March is Club Log. What is it, and what can you do with it? Hopefully, you all are working on projects and kits and things, and we've moved show and tell back to April, where it's always been, and again, even though we just had it in September, the turnout wasn't great. We're going to have it again in April in a couple of months, and we want you guys to show what you've been building. If it's going to be a long, snowy, cold winter and you're inside doing things, show us what your projects are. Everybody will have 10 minutes to talk, and we got a couple of prizes. Show and tell is always a lot of fun, so it's something to work towards. In May, we've got talking to the ISS, and then in June, we've got elections and maybe field day. who knows? We'll see how the vaccine and everything goes. But so we got some things going on. Got some great meetings planned. We're also working on having non-meeting meetings on different things. For example, we're working on a separate day to do something on CW. Might do something on satellites. Kind of like a share the knowledge class for like an hour through Zoom on a non-meeting night. So different things we're working on, trying to do different ideas and such. And moving forward, we've got certificates and awards are not just for the top finishers of contests, okay? Whether you guys know it or not, anybody can earn an award or a certificate. They're really cool to get. If you copied the Slow Scan TV from the ISS during Christmas week, you could have gotten a certificate emailed to you, and I got one. It's really cool, and there's tons of them out there you can earn. And Harold has been, he chases certificates. He's got a big collection, and he's our guest speaker tonight. He's going to talk to us about awards and certificates, and it's all yours, Harold.
All right. Thank you, Larry. Audio's good?
Audio's good.
All right. Let me see. I hit this share screen and then bring up my presentation, correct?
Yep.
Host disabled. Okay, here we go. Oh, boy. Okay, start from the first slide. Here we go. The beginning of this presentation is more detailed, and the last 3/4 of it is going to go a little quicker, only because I have about 90 slides.
We're not seeing your presentation. We're just seeing you.
Oh, what am I doing wrong then? I see my presentation.
Larry, did you enable screen share?
All right, try it now, Harold. I do have it enabled.
Yes, no?
And you hit the share screen button down at the bottom?
Oh, again? Oh, boy. Screen 1, screen 2.
I've got you.
Oh, boy.
All right, hang on.
I see my. No?
No.
Now we're seeing Larry.
Yeah, no.
No, I lost it.
I don't know. I in the past, all I've done is you just got to click share screen.
Yeah, Harold, if you have to screen, you need to tell you which one. Which screen you have the presentation on.
Oh, yeah, it's on 1. Hang on, now I lost it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. There you go.
Got it.
Wait, is
All
this
right,
yours, Harold?
Hang on. What?
Was that your screen?
Yeah, it's coming. It's white, right?
Well, it
Got
was.
it, but we lost it.
We just see your face again. On the cover of the Rolling Stone. You know. That's it.
Okay, you don't see it, huh? I wish
We
I
saw it
was.
for a brief moment.
Right, hang on. Not that one.
And what we saw was whichever screen you have Zoom on.
I think that was John W1JKB's screen.
Okay.
Exit, minimize. How do I get this? I don't even see any Zoom stuff. I see you, Alan, and that's it. In a little.
Yeah, there's a share screen button down at the bottom. It
Yeah,
should be
green.
In green, right?
Yeah.
And when you click on that, what happens?
Well, I can't find it anymore.
When you cursor down to the end of the screen, it may be hidden.
Yeah, Harold.
What?
Tap and see if it's hidden.
I did. I have
Okay.
2 Zooms. I have 2 Zooms on the bottom. Return to meeting. How's that? Hey. Okay, now I see Vanessa. So now let's try share screen. Screen 1.
Yay! Harold N1FTP has started screen sharing. All right, now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah, but what do you see?
I see your
we see
desktop.
There we
Award
go.
certificates and wallpaper. There it is. Yay.
It is. Oh,
Now
all
don't
right.
touch anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
exactly.
All right, now how do I go to get rid of all these ugly?
There you go.
Just start. You're good, Harold. Just keep
All right,
going.
phew. All right, let's see. I already did that. Ham radio, as there's new and old members here. So if this gets monotonous, well, you'll learn something, I think. Ham radio is so diverse. You could pick any field that you want and concentrate on that, or you can do them all, or you can try them all at least. And you can read the CW, there's PSK, there's HF, VHF, UHF, there's kit building, QSLing, and emergency comms as well. And then there's certificates and awards, also known in the ham world as wallpaper. And well, why collect them? It's just a piece of paper, and how many pieces of paper can you have, and where are you going to put them? Because your house is only so big, and since I have over 100, I can't put them on the wall. But it's just a proof of participation, attesting to that I tried my best to get the highest possible scores or make as many contacts as possible. And there are literally thousands of awards and certificates available. And here are just some of the organizations that sponsor them. And that's, of course, the ARRL, a group called EQSL, the CQ Amateur Radio Group. Nearly every European and Asian country has their own certificates. Nearly every US state does as well, especially part of the QSO parties that they have throughout the year. Then there's the International Amateur Radio Union, and they have a phenomenal amount of awards. Just to pick one, this is the ARRL. These are some awards that you can acquire over time. The DXCC is for a minimum of 100 entries from the ARRL DXCC list. There's an official list. And as of 2016, there were 339 entries. And believe it or not, that comes and goes as, for example, islands get recreated. Some islands even sink. So, but you have to keep an eye on these, on the DXCC list. And all the information that you see here is on the ARRL website. And they give you much more detailed information as to what's required to get these awards. Worked All States is another one. And you have the opportunity to do it in mixed mode, which is AM, AM if you want, sideband, phone CW, or a single sideband, for example. Or you can do it in RIDI. And for a special award, you can get the 5-band Worked All States, and that's quite an achievement. And I have a funny feeling that some members probably already have that. The Code Proficiency Certificate, if you're learning CW and you would like to get recognized for the 5 words per minute or 10 words, 15, 20, 25, 30 words per minute, if you copy these qualifying runs that the ARRL has and you submit solid copy of that, they'll send you a certificate for that level of words per minute that you received. The Elmer Award is especially what our club tries to do for most new hams, and that's to help them out, to guide them, to give them personal guidance and assistance. This can be very overwhelming. A shout out to Vivian, who is going to be is working on getting her tech license. She stopped over the house last week, and I could tell already just by the look on her face that this was quite overwhelming. So, but the Elmer Award is just a way to give back to the person that's helping you along, and it's just a certificate they get. Your very first contact that you make, you submit that to the ARRL and they'll give you a certificate for it. The triple play Worked All States is for confirming all 50 states with voice, CW, and in a digital mode. That's quite an accomplishment as well. The VUCC awards are for Grid Square awards. Grid Squares is a whole other aspect of ham radio, where there are literally thousands of Grid Square locators, and we'll get into that in a minute. Besides those type of awards, you also have contesting awards that you can achieve. The ARL, for example, has sweepstake awards. The 10-meter contest, which we just did, the 160-meter, EME, VHF, which is coming up, I think, next weekend, the VHF contest. Then there's the 10 gigahertz contest, the RIDI Roundup, which we just had, I believe, last weekend. UHF contest is coming, and then the DX contests are a lot of fun, and that's worldwide for CW and single sideband. And these are, if you don't submit your logs, shame on you, because I'll show you an example of how easy it is to get one of these awards. Here's another sponsor, which is a place called EQSL. It's an online EQSL.cc website. It is not recognized by the ARRL, but that doesn't stop you from not getting certificates from this group. They have different ones that the ARRL has. For example, they have one for Australia, one for Canada. And you get the provinces and what have you, and you get these certificates. And I didn't know this, and that's why I wrote down the Australian territories. I didn't know there were that many territories belonging to Australia, especially all the islands out there. As they say on a repeater, let me take a break here and get a swallow of water. Okay. European award for 50 needed for a minimum. And you can, the more you get, of course, you can get the little stamps and stickers for it as you increase. Japan was another one, and they also have a worked all states. The other sponsor is the CQ Amateur Radio Group. They have the magazine called CQ, and they sponsor, for example, this one, which is a worked all zones. And there are 40 CQ zones, and I'll show you on the next slide what all those zones are. So if you're a chaser, you can chase after zones or states or countries. It's just however far you want to go with this. CQDX awards, one for each mode. You get a point for each one. The IDX, the WPX, which is worldwide. Prefixes in either CW single sideband or in a digital mode. Then there's also the USA, which is the confirmed counties. There's a massive amount of counties around. As of 2016, 3,007 counties, 64 parishes, 18 organized boroughs, census areas, independent cities, and the District of Columbia, and you get 3,142 counties. That's quite an achievement. This is what the CQ zones look like, and of course we're over here on, where's my mouse? There it is. Zone 5, that's us right there. You see, that's Cape Cod. So you can chase zones if you want. Excuse me. Then there are all the international certificates and awards, and this is just a few, believe me. There are literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these things, and there are totals of thousands of awards. Canada has a bunch. The International Amateur Radio Union, Greece, Germany. We'll get a couple of Jurgens awards in here as well. The Italians, Argentina, Belarus is another one, which I have an example of. And New Zealand, Poland, Russia, they all have their own awards. There's the website. They give you all the rules. You submit your logs, whether it's from LOT, Logbook of the World, or hard copy QSL cards, whatever they require, you send it to them. They'll send you back your belongings, as well as a certificate. Every month, if you're an ARRL member, you get the QST. In QST, over here, it says certificates and QSL cards. You can barely read it, but it tells you how to get these how to get a QSL card and or how to get a certificate. And under the special events stations, and I had one, I should have highlighted it. It act right here. April 14th through the 16th, I think this is last year. You can actually get a certificate and a QSL. So if you're wondering, you know, how can I find out if this event has a certificate? Well, you can look it up in QST, or if you're a member of QRZ, you can also look into that. And it many times will tell you what is required to get a certificate. Some are easy, some are hard. This is just an example of some of the awards from Belarus website. I can't explain them all, but there's one for almost any type. For example, other provinces in Belarus, all the regions, perhaps all the cities. I don't know the detail again, but these are just some of the very nice looking QSL certificates you can get from Belarus. Then you have specific groups. This is the 1010 International membership, which I'm a part of and have been for a long time. And well, you get their certificate, and then every year you join, you get another piece of little identification paper, and you get a number. And they have contests and contact builders on 10 meters only. And that's why it's 1010. Then something near and dear to our hearts here, because a lot of us participate in this, is the 13 Colonies special event station. And last year, and I believe the year before and this year, Larry will head that up again as K2H. And I had a good time last year helping Larry out in doing my part, being the center of attraction and getting everyone to call you. It's quite exhilarating. And this is from 2016. I'm going to hurry up a little bit here because I've got so many. Special award from the Antarctic group. I contacted 4 of their special event stations. I submitted my log. They gave me this. Before I was mentioning, if you don't submit your logs, you should, because I got this in 2014 for 44,000 points, which is not that much. But I happen to be single operator phone, low power, and in the Western Massachusetts area, and I got this in the mail without even knowing it. This goes back to 1995. I helped with the Phase 3D with the ARRL and AMSAT. It's a donation kind of thing, and they sent me a nice little certificate. Back in the day also, this is also 95, I happened to be a designated liaison to Western Mass Emergency Net, New England Division. Sent me a nice little certificate from the Aries group. When W1AW was looking for financial help in the building behind W1AW and other things, you know, I sent them a couple of bucks and they sent me a nice little booster certificate. This is my DXEC. This is the very first one. I have stickers now on the bottom. This was for a minimum of 100. And again, they have to be via the DXEC list. It's a list comprised of 300 and some odd countries, islands that around the world, and you need 100 to get this particular certificate. This was part of the National Parks event that we had a couple of years ago, and up on the top here in the northern part of the United States, there's a trail, and there were ham radio operators all over this trail, and I made 11 contacts in 5 states and confirmed that, and they gave me this nice little certificate. A rag chewers club. This is you just submit, and I'm not a rag chewer, but I wanted the certificate. I applied for it. I got it. This is one that surprised the daylights out of me. I got a score of 30, but yeah, but I submitted the log, and I remember a couple of years ago, you know, people saying, "Listen, you have to submit your logs, otherwise you can't get these things." So I got one for 30 lousy points. It was great. I supported the work, all the work to get the work bands up and running. Got a nice certificate. Oh, 92. This is my worked all states mixed mode, and that's CW or digital or single sideband. It doesn't have to be specific, although now I have a 20-meter single sideband worked all states as well. Everybody gets one of these once you become a member of the ARRL. All you have to do is download it, print it out. This is a Chaser Award for the National Parks on the Air event that they had in 2016. It was great fun. This is just one of those special event stations that I saw listed in QST. It's some place called Braselton, Georgia. And there was this Whiskey 4 Bravo on the air. I made contact with them. I looked at the QRZ and it said, well, if you submit your log, they'll send you a certificate. Boom, here it is. Here's an old one. Let's see, 1990. This is from the official center of the world in Felicity, California. Another one of those special event stations that mention that if you submit your log, you'll get a certificate. Another one of those special event stations from Canada, from a 31st Combat Engineering Regiment that they had. This is Walter Cronkite's 100th anniversary of his birth, Whiskey 9 Charlie. I particularly like this one. This is Work Dutch Kingdom's certificate. The Dutch used to have the East Indies and the West Indies as territories. And what's left now is the Papa Alpha, P4, PJ2, PJ4, PJ5 and 6, and PJ7 islands down south. And you make contact with them and submit the log, and they send you this nice certificate. And I have this one for mixed, and I have another one for 20 meters. You can tell I'm Dutch, right? This has just happened to be a Christmas event that they had in 2016. And I picked up 4 of their stations, submitted the log, and received a nice little certificate. This was remembering the Edmund Fitzgerald, which sank in one of the Great Lakes, Lake Superior. And 1975 that happened. So it was a special event station. I submitted my log. I got this nice certificate. Another certificate from the I'm laughing because some of these are like, you can get them so easily. It's ridiculous. The Buckingham Gunnery Armory Airfield. They had a special event station down in Fort Myers, Florida. Sent me this nice certificate. This is a big certificate. This is twice the size of an 8.5 by 11. This is the 150th anniversary for the Gettysburg Address. And it's about all I could fit on the screen. And I got one from the club, HCRA. I came in 3rd place on 20 meters for the club log challenge. And I was quite proud of that. And as you can see, here it is. The Indianapolis 500, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. If you make contact with 3 of their stations for, I believe, the Rockingham race, the Indianapolis race, and one other one, I can't remember. I don't see it listed, but you get this nice colored certificate. This is one from Paul, NF1G, only because I got all the QSLs except one. And because I didn't get one, I didn't get the certificate. But Paul did. And I asked him if I could take a shot of this. And I really wanted it. I really, really tried, but I couldn't get it. Another one of the, this comes from the Spanish, I believe. The Spanish amateur radio group has a huge amount of contests and special event stations. And this is in recognition of, let's see, a total of 25 different QSOs, and which is probably nothing, but it's something. And I did make the effort to make those 25 contacts. So it was still exciting to get their certificate. Oh, this goes way back to, I think before they called it JOTA. This was Jamboree on the Air from 1990-91. And I got a nice little letter from the Boy Scouts down there and a nice patch. This is one of those QSO parties that I was saying, and because almost every state has QSO parties, and if you look on their websites or on QRZ, you can find out what you need to get some of these certificates. For Kansas, I forgot how many I had to make, but these are actual non-circulated stamps, which are cool because it's all related to ham radio. It's pretty cool. Katrina's 11th anniversary. I don't know why it should be an anniversary, but it's a pretty devastating event. But they had a special event, and it's like they said, it's back and more beautiful than ever. Hey, I got an official Fox Hunter Award from Mount Tom Group. What's the date on this one? Oh, 94. Just for being part. I think I came in once, first place 1 or 2 times. That's about it. It's not easy. This is the Northern Territory. This is a group out of Alaska. And if you make contact with the RST stations, as listed above, you get this certificate. And that one wasn't easy either, because when you start getting up into the Yukon area and Alaska, those stations aren't easy to copy. And this was done in 2016 when the bands were pretty crappy still. Here's one. This goes back as well. Oh, 88. Yeah, it's one of those special event stations for Paul Bunyan and his ox Babe. I think Babe was the oxen's name. Route 66 every year, just like 13 colonies. Looks like I got all except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a lot of fun because there are amateur radio operators stationed throughout Route 66, which goes from Los Angeles to Chicago. I only know that because I wrote it 2 years ago. A lot of fun. Straight Key, we just had a Straight Key night, and you can become a member of the Straight Key Century Club and get a certificate. Summits on the Air, just like POTA, which is Parks on the Air, but this is summits. These are mountaintops. There's a lot to this, a lot of research, but it's great exercise. And I saw KK1W in there. He's a pro at this. Him and Randy did a lot of work, and they also have a Facebook page. Yeah, now that I have to say it out loud, I can't.
Soda Jerks?
Summits, huh?
Soda Jerks.
Yeah, Soda Jerks. That's it. Thank you. Great website, Facebook page. This is just a Society for the Preservation of Amateur Radio. It's one of those clubs that said, hey, send us your call sign and who you are and what you like, and we'll send you a certificate. And that's all I had to do. This was another Spanish special event station. I can't read it. I don't understand Spanish, but it was a good time evidently, and yeah, I got a nice award for that.
Can I comment?
Go ahead.
That's in celebration of the 4th century of the death of Cervantes, Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, that wrote El Quijote.
Oh,
sorry.
There you go. We have a multilingual group here.
Yeah, Don Quixote.
I read the books. Yeah. They're huge. They're bigger than the Bible.
Oh boy. This is the Vimy Award, they call it, for making 7 out of 13 contacts for me personally. For the Battle of Vimy. This is another one that goes back, let's see, 95 for the Waco Suspension Bridge, special event station. This is another one of those state awards. We just saw Kansas with the stamps. Well, this is from Washington State, and they call it the Salmon Run. You make X amount of contacts, submit the log, you get the certificate. Another oldie. 95, Vietnam Veterans of America, Central New Jersey chapter put on a special event station. It was called Firewatch 95. The White Mountains chapter for 1010 International. I showed you the plaque and the little certificate that I had previously. That was 1989. This is the Auburn. This is I believe it's in Indiana, and it's a beautiful museum out there that has the Auburn, the Cord, and the Duesenbergs, and they had a special event station out that way. Beautiful cars. I guess I'm commissioned as a lieutenant in the Continental Army Signal Corps for something I did. Yeah, again, it was a participation in a January event, and it was with a group from West Trenton, New Jersey, and yeah, I was proud to get this. This is the I think they still have this, the KFF, the fauna, and boy, I'm at a loss for words. I should have written this stuff down. At any rate, this is
Fauna and flora.
thank you.
Parks on the Air.
Yes, Parks on the Air. Part of it, right? So I made 100 unique references to all the parks that I contacted. I submitted my logs, and I got the Hunter Award. Here's another Hunter certificate for just parks in the United States, because I think they go above. They go in Canada as well as down south, out west, Europe, and what have you. So I got 28 for the different states. This was a lot of fun. This was the RAC, I think, yeah, 100th anniversary, and has achieved the 1990 level by contacting 13 of the 13. So I got a clean sweep on all the provinces in Canada. That was a lot of fun. It was quite challenging. Oh, this is my shortwave amateur radio listening. It's just a certificate where you can get your own personalized number. If I don't want to send a report via my my ham call, I can do it with a shortwave listening call. Historic Route 66. Oh, and the solar eclipse that they had. They had a lot of people on Route 66, especially out west. And I made contact with their special event, W9J, and got their certificate. Another Worldwide Flora and Fauna certificate. Submitted proof and required number of 88 references to what I can't remember, but another nice certificate. This is another one from Jurgen. He got the Worked All Continents. I don't think it's that easy, but congratulations to Jurgen on that one. Another one from Jurgen. This is from Germany. I showed you all the websites for all the different countries where you can get certificates from. Well, Jurgen, of course, being from Germany, prides himself in getting these types of certificates. Another one he got, this is from Russia, however. And if there's any Russians on Zoom tonight, if you want to translate, go ahead. Another one from Jurgen. I thought he said this was Portuguese, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yes,
Yeah? Okay.
I think that's what that's saying up there.
All right. So that was another one that he got.
Yeah, the funny part on that one was, I think you could not go over, I think 60 words per minute. No, wait a minute. 8 words per minute, something like that. Very, very slow. So it was really hard to work this one.
Okay. Thank you, Jurgen. Here's another one for the European honor roll that Jurgen received. That's quite an achievement as well. I guess I got a lot of them from Jurgen. This is Worked All of Europe. Another, and this is from the German club as well. DARC, D-A-R-C. Oh yeah, here's my 20-meter Worked All States phone certificate, and you can get a multitude of these, one for each band, different modes, what have you.
And they're not cheap.
No, they're not. That's how I understand. That's how we pay for LOTW. I don't know. I don't know if that's true because LOTW is free. At any rate,
No, it isn't.
huh?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's free unless you submit the confirmations for an award, and then you pay 15 cents per confirmation.
yeah, that's exactly what we were saying, that the awards cost you good money.
Yeah.
This one doesn't even, I can barely even read it. So there you go. Here's the other one from the Dutch Kingdoms. I got this award for 20 meters single sideband. That was a lot of fun too. Another one from Jurgen for the Russian football. Was this FIFA, Jurgen? Or was that European?
I have to unmute you. No, this was the World Cup in Russia.
Okay, World Cup. That's right. Yeah.
I also got a plaque actually.
Beautiful. Another Christmas one from the Netherlands that I worked for stations, and they sent me that certificate. This one is from, I think it's Poland. Yes, this is the Poland Amateur Radio Union for their special event station from the War of 1918. I did the grid square competition back in 2018 with the ARRL. I did okay, nothing to brag about, but I did fine and I got some nice certificates. This is a different type, but this is by bands, 20 meters and 15. 12 Days of Christmas, I participated in that. You may have seen it on the DX clusters. They'll mention 12 Days of Christmas, and they're from all over the United States. And that was a nice one to get as well. As Larry mentioned, you can get, if you receive slow scan TV images from the International Space Station, you submit your pictures, and then once you do that, you can request an award. And this is the one I got in 2019. This one I also got for another event. We just had one between December 24th and December 31st. I think I have that in here too. This was last year, so this is group presentation. I think this is the one that I participated in, right? I mean, look, 2019, yes it is. So a lot of fun there. I operated at W1AW. They give you a certificate. Here's another one for a European Ross Club. You join the club first, and then you can request certain certificates from a list that's huge.
What's Ross?
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. It's gone.
That's okay.
This one I got, they had NASA on the air. And I made a couple contacts with different stations, especially down in, oh boy, I tell you, my brain's losing it. The Kennedy Space Station,
Florida.
Canaveral. I'm sorry?
Florida.
Florida, yeah. But also the one, the Jet Propulsion Lab is one of them, and some others. And they got you a nice certificate.
Cool.
This is another one of these Spanish awards. International, let's say, again, participation in some special event station, and I had a lot of fun. This is and there's
That's
one
an
of you.
activator.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you. This is the one that Larry sent me. Thank you, Larry. Is this the one from 2020? Yes, it is. This is from this year. This is a special event station that they had almost all month, and it was a lot of fun too. People wonder why I was standing outside on my driveway with a radio and antenna. People driving by think I'm nuts or I'm spying on them. This one, I'm very jealous of Jurgen. This is a beautiful award that he got for his RIDI contacts in Europe. Beautiful. Nice acrylic award. Congratulations to Jurgen. Ah, this is the one, right? I got so many, I don't know what I'm doing here. This is the 20 years since Aries was created, Amateur Radio International Space Station. So this was quite an honor to get that. And that's it. I don't know how to get out of this. I can do this.
Well, congratulations. That's really awesome to see all that. Wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, but don't forget, it's over what, 35, 40 years? How do I get back to?
So Harold, for the beginner, the good place to start is with the QST list. And where do you get information on all the rest of them?
Well, QRZ.
Where do you hear about them, I guess?
That was going to be my question.
Well, I go to QST. If I see a 3-letter designation on a DX cluster, which some of the newbies won't know what that is, but I'll look it up on QRZ, and many times they'll say that there's a certificate available. And if you go to their website, they will tell you what's required. I also look at QST, for example, is a great resource for up-and-coming awards and special event stations. The third option, of course, is to get on the web and start searching. And that's how I got all the that list of all the European and worldwide websites for different countries, and they all have their certificates and awards.
If I might pipe in, K1BV has several award directories that are available. If you just search on K1BV award on the web, you'll find them. I don't know how up to date they are. Ted is incapacitated, but the award directories are there.
Very good. I don't have any. Are there any other questions?
I've got a small request, Harold. So for the next, I don't know, period of time, when you're chasing or you hear about something interesting, can you post it on the HCRA Facebook page?
I certainly can.
That's great.
One thing.
Anybody else have any questions or comments?
I have a
make
question.
comment, Larry, if I could. I was for those of you who use DX Labs, you're probably already aware of this, but DX Keeper has some nice, very nice facilities for keeping track of the major awards, like, DXCC, obviously, worked all zones, prefixes, a lot of the major awards that Harold talked about tonight. There's a check progress tab, and you can go there and actually click on something. It'll actually print you out a list right from your log of all of the contacts you made that qualify for that award. So it's a great starting place for trying to do the paperwork, and some of the paperwork is fairly extensive for some of these awards.
Yes, it is.
And I heard that one of the YLs wanted to ask a question.
Yes, this is Vanessa. Harold, the SSTV, basically because you're receiving, a person without a license can receive, they don't have to have a license. But to get the certificate, do they need to be ham radio operator, because they put the call sign on the certificates?
Yeah, therefore I would assume that they are. They would have to be a ham. That's an
Not
assumption.
necessarily. Maybe you could just ask them, you can just mention, when you apply for it, that you're not a ham, and they'll just put your full name on there. It's just a receiving thing.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I never tried, only because I'm a ham. In more ways than one.
I got a question for Harold. Harold, what maybe 3 parts? What got you interested or motivated in certificate chasing? What was the hardest award to get, and what is the one that you're the most proud of?
Oh boy. Well, because I was born in the Netherlands, I love the Dutch awards. I'd like to get more, but the hardest one, probably worked all states as right now. I mean, I haven't gone to worked all zones, worked all continents and all that stuff. Because literally there are hundreds and hundreds of certificates and awards you can get. I'm a little tired too. Yeah, worked all states was hard for me only because I didn't use those internet. It's almost like a net logger thing where you log onto a site and they point you to a certain frequency and you get on there and you make contact with other hams in the
Cheater
United
sites.
States. Say that
Cheater
again?
sites.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do that. I wanted to do this on my own, make the contests, you know, and so it worked. I'd love to get a European award, but I'm so close. I need some of those tiny, tiny countries. Go ahead, Jürgen.
Yeah, I have a comment, actually, a bummer. I tried to get the VPX award, which is prefixes.
Yeah.
And I checked all my logbook and I actually qualified for the VPX Award of Excellence. That's the highest you can get. I said, okay. So I went on the on Logbook of the World to buy some credits because now you can get the credits from Logbook of the World. So by the time I was done, I was over $600.
Wow.
I had to pay for credits. I said, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, well, you can see that you have to have 1,000 prefixes and mixed mode. You have 600 prefixes and single sideband, and 600 prefixes in CW, and then there's some also from 80 to 10 meters. So I think by the time I was done, I was over $600. I mean, that is
Wow.
Well, the other thing is, this is still a hobby and it's supposed to be fun. So I don't want to beat myself to death either. So if I can get a special event station for making one contact, I'll get it. I'll take it.
Yeah, but what I really want to mention, I mean, you mentioned the German DARC, because you also can synchronize Logbook of the World and it doesn't cost you anything. So for instance, most of the awards that you showed, even the trophy, I got all through that website. So and you don't pay anything. So I don't know why they do this or how, but that's the way it works. And I mean, I think you have done that too, don't you?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Gary, did I help you? Okay.
All right, we got any more questions for Harold? No? Okay, cool. Well, hopefully we'll hear everybody on the air chasing down some paper and all that. Thank you very much, Harold.
My
Yeah, that was excellent, Harold.
Great job, Harold.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
All
Very
right,
good.
and just a few other things before we shut the meeting down. I want to remind everybody again, next month is fox hunting techniques and gear, and going to have 4 different hunters from Connecticut, from the Connecticut Fox Hunter Group join us. And some of them use some really cool stuff, some modern tech stuff with SDR and everything. And they're going to talk about it and demo it. And each one's going to talk for 10 to 15 minutes. And the end of this month is Winter Field Day. It's going to be just like Summer Field Day last June, where most of us are going to be working from home. And one of the nice things about this year is everybody can contribute by putting the Hampden County Radio Association in the log credit score, and we can all contribute to the club score as a group. So if you're participating in Winter Field Day, as I will be, and hopefully a bunch of you will be, we can do an accumulative score for the club. Let's see here. Are there others? I think Steve, where's Steve? There you are. Why don't you mention your DMR thing, Steve?
Yeah, so I actually belong to another radio group, like a lot of you do. This one happens to be in Dallas. I've been a member about 30 years, 35 years. And a couple of weeks ago, they were talking about DMR radios. And one of the guys happened to mention the TYT radio, that there's a company called Main Trading Company somewhere in Texas, and they're running 3 of these DMR radios for $169, including the tax and including the shipping. So, you know, the regular DMR radios, and these guys, there were probably about 6 or 7 of the guys that were on the meeting that night, and you know, they said for the price, you just can't beat it. So what I can do is I can, in chat here, I can actually put in the URL. If you guys want to take a look at it. And I actually ordered 3 of them today for $169. I'm not going to use 3 of them. So if anybody is interested in one, it'll cost you $56. All right, just, let me know.
Yeah, Main Training is legit. I bought my TS 890 from them a year ago in May. They're a legit, Kenwood, Icom, Yaesu, plus other certified authorized resellers. So they're a legit company, and they've sometimes got some very good deals. They beat HRO's price on this radio by $500 that I bought. So it made a difference going for them, buying to them. Any other announcements? Anybody else? A reminder, starting Thursday, if you know any new hams, anybody that's gotten their license the last 5 years, join Gary, KC1JZR, on 146-715 on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Did you have a question or comment, Frandy? You're muted there, dude. You can't read your lips. All right, well, whatever. You got to unmute yourself if you want to say something.
Okay.
There you go.
I just wanted to say hi.
Well, you got 44 people to say hello to.
Hi.
All right, cool.
Everybody waves.
Hello.
Any other announcements or comments? Where's Aaron? Anything going on up in Franklin County?
We're having our virtual breakfast tomorrow, and our club meeting is on Monday. Both links for their Zoom sessions are in the newsletter that you can get off our website at carc.org. Everybody is, of course, welcome. And I would give a little shout out to the Main Trading Company too. I've been there. It's very nice, Paris, Texas. So they're a good bunch of people.
Cool. Sounds good. Okay, and I think that's it. No more other comments. I'd like to say wish everybody a belated Happy New Year, and everybody have a good month, and stay safe, stay healthy, wear your mask, get a vaccine if you can, and hopefully we'll hear you on Winter Field Day and some of the other operating events. And for those of you guys studying to get your ham license, if any of us can be an assistance to you, feel free to contact us. And good luck on the ham class, which starts February 3rd, if I remember right. If you know anybody that wants to take a class, where N1TA is organizing the tech class starting Wednesday nights, February 3rd, for 4 or 5 weeks. I think it's 5 weeks, and it'll cost you for the book, but the class is free. And I know a friend of mine out in Pittsburgh, PA, is going to be taking the course, and he's excited. And we'll get more of you on the air and get some more hams in the area. We had a great meeting tonight. Thank you again, Harold. We had 44 people at the Prime when everybody was signed in, which is a big group. I know there's some ham clubs that don't even have that many people in them, and so we're doing good. And the HCRA is doing good too. I think we're up to 120 or 121 members, so things are going good with that too. All you guys
125.
I'm sorry, what's that, John?
Up to 125.
125. Okay, cool. So that's
excellent.
Everybody's participation, everybody's ideas, everybody contributing, and everything else going on really helps keep everything running and gets everybody excited. Oh, our Fox box will be hidden. Where's Ken?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, Fox box is going to be hidden what, the middle of the week?
Yeah, probably middle of next week.
So it covers over the weekend. And
yeah.
I just got a radio in for the second Fox box, and hopefully, if my schedule doesn't kill me in the next week, if I can get some free time, we'll be putting together the second Fox box, and we'll get the HCRA running there too. Some more things to look for. So anyways, thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for coming out tonight, and everybody have a great weekend and stay safe, and we'll see you next month. And going to leave the meeting open if anybody wants to chit chat. But it's good seeing everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next month.
Very good.
Great meeting.
Thanks, very nice, thanks.
Yeah, great meeting.
Thanks,
Happy New
Larry.
Year.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it.
Nice
Thanks,
meeting
Harold.
everybody.
Thanks, Larry.
Yep. Good job, Harold.
Click, 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 click. Where's Dave? Is he still here? Dave, WM1B. Where'd you go?
He's
He just clicked.
bottom of the screen, Larry.
Here I am.
Are you up here or are you down in Florida?
I'm here. I'm still here.
Oh, you didn't go to Florida, huh?
Ask me next week and it'll be a different answer. Yeah, it'll be a different answer next week.
Yeah, because I know you usually go around this time of the year.
Yeah, actually, we're a little late this year. We've been kind of up and down on whether we wanted to go down or not, but we made a decision. We're going to go down next week and we'll be there for a couple of months.
Well, that's good. That's good.
You flying or driving, Dave?
I drive. I take the motorhome down.
Yeah.
So we're
Safe travels.
Thank you.
My customers in Boca Raton, they drove to Vero Beach 2 hours away and they got their COVID vaccines today.
I understand that I've been told that anyone who is a winter visitor down there for any period of time can get the corona vaccine down there at that time. So that was one of the things we were concerned about too. You know, are we going to get a shot here and then go beyond the expiration date and have to come back just to get the booster? Right. But they're saying they're doing it pretty good down there right now. Unfortunately, there are lines that are sometimes, you know, hours and hours long.
No, it is what it is, I guess.
It is, yeah.
I would wait. I would wait online. I want mine.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're hoping we can get a group of them to come into the park and or a couple nurses to come into the park and give it to everybody in the park at the same time.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
I think now I have to wait 3 months. I think they say after you've had COVID, you got to wait 3 months to be able to take it anyway.
Oh, is that what it
right?
is?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh. For it to completely get out of your system, maybe.
I don't know.
So what made you decide to move to Maine, Don?
I'm not moving to Maine. I'm just taking the camper up there. It'll be just a you know, a vacation place.
Whereabouts in Maine?
Town of Strong, just outside of Farmington.
Strong?
Yes, Strong.
Huh. I'll have to look it up. I have no idea where that is.
My landlord, who I rent from, is also a ham, but he just bought 20 acres of land up there. So he's bringing what used to be the ham cow. It's decommissioned now as a ham cow.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep. Well, that trailer is now decommissioned. It's no longer a radio trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been torn apart and made into a mobile home. So, hey, you know, it was fun while it lasted, you know, but that's going up there. And then there's another piece of the property about a quarter mile down the road that's still within his property. That's nice and cleared out and flat. And my camper's going up there. My deck's already there. But my camper's going up there and I'll set that up there next year and probably go up every couple, 3 weekends.
And you mentioned the one in, what was it, Saco River, Larry?
Saco River?
Isn't there a campground? Oh, somebody told me about it. There's a campground on Saco River that's really, that they have a lot of amateur radio work in there.
It's Scarborough, Maine.
Scarborough, okay. Well,
I don't know if Steve A1HF is here, but his campground, Wasamaki Springs in Scarborough. He says there's a ham club. They've got a ham shack there. He's told me about different things. They hold meetings there and everything. And there's quite a few hams that camp there too. So it's we drove KC1V and myself and our wives. We drove through the campground. We were staying at a different campground across town. And Wasamaki looked interesting. You know, it might be a place to go next time we're up that way.
I hope to get up there next year. It's been so hard to get out of Massachusetts to get to Maine. It's been 3 years since I've been there now.
We're hoping to go do a week in the Finger Lakes and maybe a week in Vermont this year with our camper. We'll see. I don't know. It'll give us 2 years where we haven't been to the Cape, but the ones with the teeth are still inhabiting the salt water, so we won't put our kayaks in anywhere with salt water.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for the meeting.
Good night, bud.
Good
Thanks
night.
for joining us.
Night.
Nice meeting you all.
Come on, Larry, you don't like living on the edge?
Oh, I like living on the edge. I just don't like fish that are bigger than my kayak.
Yeah.
With teeth.
I gotta say, I do not go into salt water.
Did I ever tell you the story of down in Myrtle Beach? I think it was 5 years ago. It was the year I sold the condo.
Oh, really? No.
Ann and I were at the beach. It was probably, I'm going to say late September, early October. It was a beautiful day. And we go to Surfside, which that's basically, we were right on the border there of South Myrtle Beach and Surfside Beach. And I went out into the water. I'm standing about neck deep. And I was probably 150 feet away from a fishing pier, a 1,000-foot fishing pier. And there's signs all over it. No swimming within 300 meter or 300 yards. And, I'm bulletproof. Right? Nothing's going to happen. And I got bumped by something bigger than me, and I turned and I couldn't see it. I have not been in the water since.
Marcel, where were you living at in Myrtle?
I lived in a place called Heron Point Golf Club.
Oh, okay. Because when you said right on the border of Surfside, my parents live right on the border of Surfside.
Where are they at?
It's called Myrtle Beach Resort. They live in a condo on the resort. It's like between two campgrounds. Got a Great Lake, not Great Lakes. Great Lakes. I think I forgot. Ocean Lakes.
Ocean Lake. We were actually, the place we were at, it was called Myrtle Beach Golf and Yacht Club, but it was at the Heron. It was the Heron Point Golf Club.
Yeah, I think I know where that is. Yeah, I was just down there. It's
it was an incredible place. And
you're lucky. You're lucky you didn't get sampled.
Larry, I'm well aware. I have not been back in the ocean.
There have been shark sightings this year right in the New Bedford Harbor. So yeah, I'm good.
Oh yeah. Where you are done. If you're on the water there, you want an app called Sharktivity where
I'm good. There's been way too many shark sightings the last couple of years around here.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to be far out either.
No, like I said, I don't live in New Bedford anymore. I live in the town of Westport, just down the road near Fall River. But there were shark sightings in New Bedford this year, and that's just a little too close. That means they're coming in further.
Well, every place we used to paddle with salt water, there have been shark sightings, so we don't paddle in salt water anymore.
The climate is a changing.
It's scary. Do you ever paddle at the Great Salt Pond, Larry? And it's either Orleans or Eastham.
Point Judith? Oh wait. Near the visitor center. We were in there once. Yeah.
Yeah, Ann and I used to paddle there, but again, I would never. I'm not putting my body in salt water. Been there, done that, survived it.
Like I said, everywhere on the Cape where we used to go in salt water, and we used to love paddling the salt marshes and on the Cape Cod Bay.
Yeah.
And, Wellfleet Harbor, Skakit Beach, Skakit Marsh.
Yeah, those are beautiful places.
They're great. They're gorgeous. It's fantastic paddling, but there have been shark sightings all along there. So we said, no more, just fresh water.
They don't eat much.
Have you guys ever been bitten by a gar?
No.
That's a freshwater fish, and they got teeth like that.
My son caught one down in Virginia a couple months ago. It looked like an alligator snout on a big fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or the snakeheads. Those are nasty too.
Yeah, my son caught one of those too. He says he cooked it up. He says they're delicious to eat.
Slimy to clean.
That's he says that. But he says
eel.
They're really good.
You eat eel?
I don't. I eat
an eel is a snake.
I've had eel and I've had shark when I was a kid.
They're delicious. I love them in sushi. They're fabulous. They're sweet.
No
Very
raw
good.
fish for me.
No.
Used to catch eel a lot in the Connecticut River when we were going, use them for bait for catfish.
And I used to be afraid to touch them. I used to keep a piece of burlap, an old burlap sack that my dad gave me a chunk out of, so you could hold them, and they wrap around your wrist when you're trying to get the hook out. Yep.
We'd catch the eel, bring head clippers, one person hold the line up and just, all you want is that head, and that never catch another eel.
Oh God.
No, thank you. No, that's we keep our kayaks to freshwater now, and the Cape is a great place, but I don't know. We were never Nauset Beach people, but if for a lot of people like Nauset Beach, there's a lot of shark sightings at Nauset Beach in Eastham.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of seals there.
Yes. Yep.
That's why. Yeah.
Yep. I think I read there's over 100,000 seals on the Cape, and it's growing. And but the thing is, they've been tagging sharks all the way up to Nova Scotia. So to think you can go swimming in Maine and not be near shark is incorrect, because there are sharks there too.
They tagged a female that she was in the Gulf of Maine, way up, and they've got her all the way down either to South Carolina or Georgia.
Go to osearch.com and you can learn about where they've tagged them and where they've tracked them. And it's fascinating. Some of them have gone 2,500 miles, or they vanish for a period of a month, a year and a half, then they come back.
Amazing critters.
Pop up again. But yeah, if you live near the ocean, go the Sharktivity app will show you where some of the sharks have been sighted, and you can cite one too if you want. But if you see one, fun times. I don't know.
You ever go up to Salisbury Beach camping?
My friend Chris, KC1BDL, goes there all the time, and I've never been.
Yep. We haven't been in a couple of years, but we try to go, make it a yearly visit. I love getting a site right on Merrimack Bay, right overlooking the bay and the ocean.
Have you ever been there,
Hey
Dave?
guys, I'm going to be saying bye, and we'll catch you maybe Monday night on 10 meter net.
Sounds good, Larry. Have a good weekend.
Have a good one.
Have a
Good
good
evening,
one.
Larry.
Have a happy new year, and hope and a safe one too.
You too.
Yep,
Take
same
care,
to you.
Larry.
Bye-bye.
Gary, what'd you have for supper tonight?
What's that?
He's got to unmute.
Let's see. Tonight we're crab cakes, sauteed in olive oil,
There you go.
and some Alexia brand. It was a French fry baked with rosemary. There you go.
Every time
I
I
thought
talk,
you were a vegetarian. Gary,
No.
are you a vegetarian?
Pescatarian.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, your video just froze, Gary. No, you're back again. We should get him and Ted and Rich K2 UPS together and have a cook-off.
every time
Maybe for field day, we can, whenever the next field day is, we can set up 3 grills and let them go at it and see who comes up with the best food or the.
It'd be great to have another good field day like we used to have when we had all the people around, good groups and everything, 8 or 9 different towers and things.
Oh yeah.
It'd be great to have another one of those again.
I don't know. I guess depending on the state of affairs in April will probably depend on how things may or may not happen in June. I don't know. I think it's iffy. What do you think, Marcel?
I think you can safely count on 2022 for big group gatherings. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't think it's going to happen. You know, they, and not to get political, but they got the vaccines and they didn't order enough.
Yeah.
And they've got a plan to get them out to the States, but there's no plan to put them into people's arms. So there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. And they've got to, I think the simplest thing for them to do is forget going, you know, to the hospitals and everything. They've got to get them to the fire departments, the police departments, where you have EMTs and paramedics, and we can go out, we can inoculate people. We can, you know, you've got an incredible amount of staff there who are trained to deliver first aid and use them.
Yeah,
you know,
we were talking about letting the dentists start doing it too. I mean, they
There you go.
injection, but that's the biggest problem is we don't have enough people who are trained in doing or that are allowed to do the injections. We have no nurses because they're all tied up in the hospitals.
Yep.
Well, you've
And
got
the hospitals are
CVS
so overwhelmed.
and a lot of pharmacies will, you know, do shots now too. So there's no reason they can't do it too.
Well, CVS is supposed to, right? I mean, I think CVS in Massachusetts is going to be one of the distribution sites.
So was it
Stop and
Walgreens,
Shop
but-
does regular flu vaccines. I'm not sure about other.
But there's a lot of opportunities for them to, I mean, they got to think outside the box. I mean, that's, you know, typical federal government thing. We'll get it out there, but then, yeah, but my daughter is a ICU nurse down at Bacchus Hospital in New London. And they have a 12-bed ICU. And last night they had either 15 or 16 patients in the ICU. There's, you know, running 2 vents off of a, you know, one, I forget the bulkhead. You know, it's unbelievable. And that's a small hospital. I mean, you can only imagine what it is in New York and LA, where they're really overwhelmed. So it's not, you can't count on the hospitals. They've got their hands full.
Well, they weren't designed for this type of a problem.
No.
Never were.
No.
But anyway,
I'm envious that you're going to be able to get that vaccine, Dave. I would drive 200 miles tonight to go get one.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting it.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. The campground that we're in has not had any problems with any COVID this year or at all. So they're good. And it's actually it's in the Tampa Bay, what's it, Hillsborough County. Okay. So that's a massive one, but most of the COVID is in the Tampa Bay area, the Tampa area. But where we are, we're on the far away corner of it, and we've been very fortunate. No COVID in our campground. It's only got like 100 rigs in there, so it's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they're very adamant on you do what you want in your rig, but when you come out of the rig, better have a mask on.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My campground down in Connecticut, I mean, I'm amazed that they were allowed to open because they were just completely violating the social distancing and the mask wearing. When Ann and I go down, we're remodeling our camper, and when I go down there to work, I mean, I lock the doors because people just walk in. Hey, we haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah.
No mask, get out.
That's pretty much the same thing at the campground I was at. I mean, I've been there 8 years. I think it's 8 years this year, but I'm all done. I'm pulling it out of there.
Where is that?
Gateway to Cape Cod over in Rochester, Mass.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of crazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we spent a week in Lake George, and everybody wore masks there. You know, when you leave your campsite, everybody had masks on, and wherever you went, where we put our kayaks into freshwater, you know, everybody wore their masks down and onto their kayaks, and then once they got out in the water, they pulled the masks off like what we did. And I'm just trying to think. We went to Gettysburg, and everybody pretty much wore their masks there too. Although when we went shopping in the grocery store, because we were in Gettysburg for 10 days, there were a lot of people that were wearing them below their noses, which drove me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big problem down in North Carolina where my dad is. You go into the main, shopping centers and groceries, people are not wearing them.
And I'll tell you, masks may protect you a little bit, but I wear a mask out and I still ended up with it.
Yeah.
It's not 100% that.
Right, but you're better off with it than without.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But I mean, it's not guaranteed to keep you from getting it.
No.
It's not 100%.
Nope. I had it pretty bad there for a week or so.
Mm.
I was this close to going to the hospital. It wasn't that I couldn't breathe, but my chest hurt so bad.
Still hurts.
You
Oh.
Well, we're glad you're back with us, Don. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone be safe.
Yeah.
Take care, Dave, and safe travels.
Safe
Yeah.
travels,
Yeah.
Dave.
I'm going to
I'll
shove
have
off
my
to.
computer with. so
Yeah,
I'll be
I want to go
online.
too.
I'll be online.
All right.
Hey, Larry, if we
Guys.
can,
Good night,
we
everyone.
can work on if we can work on removing the mountain that's between Warren and like the Mount Tom area, I might be able to get into the 715 repeater. Because on a really, really good night, sometimes I can hit Mount Tom, and I have brought up the 715 before during a little band opening. I
Okay.
can get into Warren pretty regularly from here. My antenna is 80 feet up on the tower, so I got pretty good height. I can get into several of the Connecticut repeaters without a problem. If Triple O was still in Connecticut, I'd be able to get into that without an issue. But see, they moved up to Granville. I can't get into it.
I think it's got some height in Granville too.
Yeah, but I can't.
There's too many hills in between.
There's just a couple of too many hills between Warren and you guys. Warren is like my limit. I get to there and then that's it. I can't quite get further than that. So I mean, I've got wicked good coverage from here. I mean,
What type of elevation do you have at your house?
I don't remember what it is. I had looked it up at one time, but the tower is 100 feet. I'm 80 feet up on it. Can't quite get the landlord to let me take the top of the tower. I told him, come on, you're not using any antennas up there. Just shimmy up a little more and hook that antenna back up that's at the top. But he eventually maybe he will, but not for me, for him, get his antennas back up. But
Your tower's higher than my elevation.
yeah, I don't
I'm only at 140 feet too, so that's.
Yeah. I think I'm 92.
Yeah, I'm higher than that. Even before the you can get that off QRZ, can't you?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
You looking at my address?
Yeah. They don't list the,
I don't
well, I'm
think
looking
it
at the
shows.
QRZ. They do not list the altitude, it gives you the longitude and latitude, but that's it.
Oh well, guys, I'm gonna say good night, which means I'm gonna shut this down because I'm tired.
Yeah, same thing with me. Good night,
Great
everybody.
meeting, and you all stay safe.
Hey, have a good weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Take
Good
care.
night. Good night, all.
Good night.